All right, thanks for everybody coming back here. Sorry for the mic falling out of sync, but we're getting set now. Stage 2 underway. Everything should be back and running. So 22 laps to go. Stage number 2 now. Dale Jr. wins the opening stage on Austin Cindric by inches, leading all but 8 laps in the opening stage of the race, and that was also after starting 35th in this one. Call 48, welcome back. Welcome everybody back again. Sorry for the mic falling out of sync there. You blame my Wi-Fi for that one. What? Again, mark your calendar for the 28th of October. My Wi-Fi will be updated. We will not have issues with the mic falling out of sync. It's been a while since we've had that issue, but no lag outs or anything of that nature going forward, so we should be good at least the rest of the night here. Only 1 week away from the 28th. Patrick Chatterley, welcome back as well. So here we go after Dale Jr. again winning the opening stage by inches on Austin Cindric. A last lap pass nonetheless. That was definitely close at the line. That was only the opening stage of the race. We saw that incredible racing there. What will that mean for the race going forward as the laps wear on and as we get closer and closer to the end? The final stage of this race, by the way, will be 63 laps. First 2 stages each, 25. And after the caution laps at the stage break here, we're already going to have 20 to go in the stage this time by. And how about Dale Jr.? Again, he has led a ton of laps today. He has led all but 8 laps. All but the first 7, and then the second to last lap in stage 1. He has led all of those. All the other ones. That includes all the stage break laps because he won the race off pit road as well. Angel Serrano, welcome to the stream. Big gap here on his Junior Motorsports teammate off of turn 4. And we got a lot of strong cars up in the front of the field here. We saw a lot of backmarker cars towards the front most of the day yesterday in the Geico 500, but here in this one, it is a different story. You're seeing a lot of your usual suspects in the Xfinity series towards the front. Cindric, Allgaier, Jones. Right now, we saw Justin Haley up here, and he's a good super speedway racer also. Jacob Westbrook, welcome to the stream. Day so far so good up to this point. As usual, always try to stay positive. Tommy Joe Martin's up to second. Remember, Tommy Joe Martin's won the season opener at Daytona this year, so he's trying to get his second win of the season. Get some more playoff points perhaps, and try to win the first 2 super speedway races of the year. We do have one more super speedway race for the Xfinity series. It's late in the regular season at Daytona. Not quite the finale for the Xfinity series at Daytona, but late in the regular season nonetheless. So not the last chance for these underfunded teams or these backmarker cars or anybody who might not contend for a win throughout the course of the year, but can on the super speedways to make their way into the playoffs. But Billy Kramer, welcome back as well. Is it not Serrano? Is it Carreno? Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. I always said Angel because I didn't know which of the 2 it was. Or maybe there was like an accent that was missing or something. My bad on that. But welcome anyway, Angel. A big run. Wow, that stacked up the outside. Junior moved up in front of David Starr, and I saw immediately Brandon Jones and Austin Cindric behind him check up also. They had a big run there for a second. Junior is just dominating this race right now. I think it's safe to say he's got the fastest car. Justin Haley is probably a close second because he's been pretty much in the top 10 all day. Of course, that's who Junior had to get around in the top 5 when he was moving up through the field. And there was almost some contact between Chase Briscoe and Brandon Jones. Yep, Halloween is coming up. Jones getting a little side draft off of Anthony Alfredo. Oh, man, he got really tight. I think he was getting pushed by the 11 of Haley, and that might not have been clean bumper lock that might have sent Jones almost into the wall. He did a great job keeping it off the wall, but definitely lost a lot of ground and momentum to go with it. We'll alternate through the different camera angles for the first time today as we have 15 laps to go in stage 2 here at Talladega. Boy, these first 2 stages are flying by tonight. And a fun race from the start. Despite Dale Jr. leading the most by this point, winning the opening stage by inches, of course added to the drama, but he is tough to pass when he is at the front of the field right now. And even after he lost the lead, he was able to get it back by inches at the end of the stage anyway. So it's going to be tough. He wants to make these guys pass him on the outside. He gave up the inside, which gave Cindric the lead late in the last stage. But again, he was able to get around him anyway. Alfredo's starting to break away from the pack, and he still had a decent run there. Junior's definitely out for retribution after getting passed on the last lap in the season opener at Daytona, the first super speedway and restrictor plate race of the season for the Xfinity Series. Got passed by Tommy Joe Martins, actually 3 wide going into turn 3. Gave up the bottom and the second lane. So he got really tight off into turn 3. It was definitely an unfortunate start to the season there for Junior, and it took him a couple races to go to victory lane. From the, oh no, he chopped off the 61 in the big one through the tri-oval at Talladega. Jeffrey Earnhardt goes around. Junior trying to block to hold on to the lead. Takes out the 61 and a couple other cars. Mid-pack. Caution's out for the second time today. To say that was caused by bad blocking would be an understatement. That was not good. Junior's been awesome at the blocks all day long, but he caused that huge accident through the tri-oval nonetheless. Austin Hill got a big piece of that. Jeffrey Earnhardt also did. He went spinning to the inside through the grass. I don't think he had much damage, but you can definitely tell a couple other cars piled in at least. On the 61, that was the first big one of the day. And what was just the second caution. We did not have a big one in the entire Cup race yesterday. But we already have one in the first 2 stages in this Xfinity Series race. Green flag back in the air. 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Oh, big jump on the restart there by Junior. Alfredo started on the outside of him, and he either spun the tires or that outside in general just did not take off. Probably a little bit of both. Again, that was the first big one within the 2 races in Talladega here. Next 3 days, we'll be racing at Dover for the Truck, Xfinity, and the Cup Series. We start things out tomorrow with some Truck Series action at Dover International Raceway. Coverage will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, roughly, of course. So again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the start of the truck race at Dover tomorrow. 200 laps, 200 miles, and then we'll have the Xfinity race on Thursday, followed by the Cup Series on Friday. And there's Ross Chastain, the other colleague racing car, trying to lead that outside lane. Only a couple cars up there, and they're kind of going backwards now. I think he's got Vinnie Miller behind him. Oh, big move by Colby Howard in the 15. And he thought they... Oh, man, there was almost some contact between Baccarella and Justin Haley. Haley trying to keep the run. Got to be careful here. Remember, bad blocking by Junior caused the big one when he was in the lead. Couldn't get down to the bottom in time on the 61. And how about Austin Hill after getting involved in the big one? Is back inside the top 10, leading the outside lane. Look at him go, and look at Austin Hill. Gonna take it 4 wide to the outside into turn number 3 for the lead. Haley drops back. Now he's got his teammate Ross Chastain behind him, as we'll have to watch the colleague cars now on the outside. They still got Austin Hill in front of him. Landon Castle's back in the top 5. So we get closer to the end of stage 2. Oh my goodness. 7 to go in the stage. And Junior's hanging on for dear life. Fanning out high, back to the bottom, oh, and Colby Howard almost received a bad block from Junior again. Junior now goes down the track to side draft him. He's stuck in the middle. 3 wide. The 89 on the outside of Junior. Gregson's shot by on the inside. Oh, more contact on corner exit. The 93 is really skatey and finally catches the car in the tri-oval. Six laps to go in stage 2. Junior aggressively side drafting the 89. Still 3 wide middle. Junior just can't get the help he wants from the 99 of Balicki behind him. Room is open on the inside. Junior is back down there and underneath the 08. Great move. Big run on the back of the 93 down the back straightaway. Look at the run Junior's got at 203 miles an hour down the back straightaway. Noah Gregson all the way on top with no help. And Colby Howard has a huge lead ahead of the pack. And Junior, after losing the lead for 1 lap, has a big run on the back of Howard. He wants to go for the lead again. To the inside. Howard couldn't block it. Junior gonna side draft him. Pulling away from him now at the line. Tough to tell who led that last lap. Junior didn't lead that last lap. He was definitely close. Oh, and he couldn't clear Howard, and they're 3 wide. He left the bottom open again. What a move by Landon Castle to get to the lead. Well, at least side by side for the lead. He hasn't cleared the 15 of Howard himself yet either. Who will win stage 2? Now we've got some back marker cars towards the front here. Oh, man. Oh, and the 19 gets sideways. Will he save it? No. Caution. Junior got up into the wall to miss it. Did he save that? I believe he did. We stay green. What a save by Brandon Jones. I could have swore we had the big one there. How did Brandon Jones save that in front of 3 and 4 wide cars? And now Junior's got to run. Oh, man. Contact all at the front of the field. We've got a 6-car breakaway for the stage win. With Landon Castle leading it, we're coming to 3 to go. I thought that was going to end the stage for a second. I don't know how Brandon Jones saved that car. But that definitely stalled everybody out. Now, they do have a lot bigger pack than the 6-car pack at the front of the field, so they might catch up to these guys. But then again, with less than 3 to go now, it's going to be tough. Junior's got a run on the outside of Vinnie Miller. He's up to second, swinging to the inside of Landon Castle for the lead. And he's going to clear him off of turn 4. Train coming on the inside now underneath Castle. Castle falls in line in third. Big run by the 78. Now he backs out of the gas. Looking to hopefully get a push from the 89 of Castle. Junior's got a big lead. 2 to go at the line. As these front 6 continue to battle as hard as they are, this is a great battle. Now it's just 5 cars because somebody's lost the draft here. This is about as good of a battle between 5 cars as you're going to see at the front of the field here at Talladega. It's going to be hard for those guys to get a run on Junior, though. Broken apart like they are. You see Cindric, Landon Castle now trying to hang back. And look at the run they're getting down the back straightaway. Cindric going to take it to the bottom. I think he was going to, but Howard through the block. And that second group of cars, if they can get a run on that first group, they're being led by Noah Gregson. That could be big also. Vinnie Miller with a run on the outside. Junior couldn't block it. Landon Castle gave him a shot and a lead at the line. Vinnie Miller to the lead. White flag in the air in stage 2. Miller cleared. Castle could not. Can Junior pull off a last lap pass to win stage 2 like he did stage 1? He is all over the back bumper of Miller. Oh my goodness, he goes to block him. And Miller is sideways down the back straightaway. Junior goes high to miss him. Miller goes around the big one at Talladega down the back. Junior misses him and wins the stage. Oh man, he was sideways about halfway down the back straightaway. Tried to save it and then wiped out, and Junior just missed it to the outside. And that will end stage number 2. Junior will get his second playoff point of the night. Oh my gosh. I did not wreck him to win the stage intentionally, just so we're putting that out there. He threw we went high and then he threw the block and then got loose. I didn't like to see it end that way, but well, I guess we stayed out by accident there. I wasn't paying attention. Oh well, we're good. The way this is going, we might get more cautions here very soon. Junior will restart from the lead. And here we go. We got 61 laps to go in the race to decide the winner at Talladega in the Moneylion 300. Again, that crash off of turn 4 was not caused by Junior turning him intentionally by any means. He went to the outside. Off of turn 2, Miller threw the block. Junior stayed in the gas, got into the back of him, and Miller couldn't take the push after throwing the block. And it looked like he had it saved, and I mean, he was just trying to save the car about halfway down the straightaway, and then he ended up turning himself. I don't know how Junior missed him to the outside. He barely missed him, especially with the wall right there. Junior's got a big lead off of turn 4. Ryan Sieg, Riley Herbst into the top 3 now. 60 laps to go at Talladega. Everybody will have to pit one time before the end of the race. Junior's on a little bit older tires here, so his grip level might not be with these other guys. Now, he does have 3 sets of tires left the rest of the way. This has been crazy to say the least. We've had 2 big ones despite only having 3 cautions per incident today. We had 10 cautions per incident in the Cup race yesterday, but no big ones. Well, just as aggressive racing, and I'm speechless at what is going on here. I mean, this is intense as we should have imagined it would have been. Oh man, and that was almost another bad block. Landon Castle just got to the outside. And here comes the run on the bottom now by Riley Herbst. They're 4 wide back there. That stalled the momentum out. Contact. The 15 and the 89 got together. And that'll stack up the outside down the back straightaway. Oh, Herbst gets tied up the track. Junior goes below, or back to the bottom, I should say, right behind his teammate Justin Allgaier. And now the Junior Motorsport cars are at the front of the field, 1-2. Junior gonna lock bumpers now. Oh, no! Allgaier got loose. Junior didn't hit him square. Allgaier hangs on, and that's gonna be his first lap led of the night. See ya, Angel. Hopefully you can make it back by the finish, and if you can't, hope to catch you again soon. Junior now to the inside of his teammate. Forget what I said about drivers not being able to get a big run in this race compared to the Cup, what you would see in the Cup or the Truck Series, because that has just not been the case today. Maybe in stage 1 it seemed like it was hard to get around Junior. We got about midway through stage 2 and it seemed like it was getting a little easier once they were figuring out how to work together, as see Briscoe and Fincham trying to do here. That leaves the bottom as Brandon Brown had a run, and here comes Chase Briscoe up the middle. Allgaier hopped in line behind Briscoe. Fincham hung out to dry and now drops back in line, about 4th in line in that outer lane. Briscoe has not led a lap yet today, but he's looking to lead for the first time. Justin Haley has been up here almost all day. Hasn't led a lot of laps, but he's been in the top 5 quite often. He's back up here near that double yellow line on the inside. Oh, man. Mirror driving. 4 wide. Further back through the tri-oval. It's going to narrow out as they get into turn 1. We're crossed flags now, halfway home here today at Talladega. I mean, this is epic. What you guys came for, I guess. Intense super speedway racing. Don't want to see wrecked race cars, but we've seen quite a few of them today. Even though we've only had 3 cautions per incident, Briscoe gets a run to the outside all by himself. Sucked the air off the right rear of Junior. Junior doesn't want Briscoe to clear him, but he did. Chase Briscoe to the lead for the first time tonight in the second half of the race. Junior to the inside. Big side draft of his own. And they're side by side for the lead off of turn 2 with Junior on that double yellow line. Briscoe trying to lead the top. 3 wide behind. Brandon Brown going to give Junior a shot. Watch out, Justin Haley coming on the bottom. Junior sees that, pulls down in line in front of him. Haley goes 3 wide to the inside for second. He'll pull off the second place position. Another 3 wide more for about 3rd or 4th back there. More like 4th. Brandon Jones is in 3rd. Also on the inside and behind Haley. For those of you watching and are not yet subscribed, and if you have been watching this race as well, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for more daily NASCAR content. Do these realistic broadcasts with a full race live stream on the daily for NASCAR video games. We got Thunder 04 coming back, 100% guaranteed, starting next week. As I'll have the updated Wi-Fi. It'll probably be later on next week, but it will be next week. And Justin Haley, once again leading here at Talladega. It's been since early stage 1 since he's led, but he has been, again, in the top 10 all day long. Junior is right there. He's all over the back bumper of Haley. Junior's got Michael Annette right behind him. So now these guys, the top 3 all along the outside. Joe Nemechek trying to lead the bottom. Junior sees him coming and he pulls down right in front of him to hang Justin Haley out to dry. Great move by Junior. anticipated it, and Haley's still holding on strong on the outside. Again, that 11 car is very fast. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back to the lead again. Dana Sports, welcome to the stream. Think I'm good enough to race the NASCAR series? Well, thanks. I just don't have time to do those like time trials and qualifications for it. Between trying to do the YouTube channel and working full time, 40 plus hours a week, especially lately, again, been getting overtime. Finally back to 40 hours this week, thankfully. I have to work tomorrow because I had Monday off. Swap days this week, but back to 40. I mean, for about a month and a half there, I was working 50 to 60 hours. It was getting kind of ridiculous there for a little bit. I was like, man, when is this going to end? I'm not used to working that many. Like, I'm used to working overtime every now and then, but not like 6 weeks straight, that many hours like I have. Yeah, the money's nice, but you don't have the time of day to do anything. It kind of sucks the life out of you. But we're here. 51 laps to go. Joe Nemechek, front row Joe. And number 47 car in second place. The one of Michael Annette trying to charge on the outside. Junior going to go up to protect on his teammate. Back down to the bottom in front of Joe Nemechek. Third lane on the outside, Ryan Sieg. I think he just got shuffled out of line, though. I don't think he went up there intentionally, but he does have Justin Haley behind him. So we'll see if they can do anything there. Ooh, Nemechek looks high now. Oh, he almost got turned by the one. He moved up right in front of Michael Annette. Got a little bit of a push from him, and then he got a little loose in the center of the tri-oval. Going all the way near the wall. Junior up to block him as well. Back to the double yellow line on Vinnie Miller. Green flag stop coming up for Junior here in a couple laps. He stayed out at the stage break, remember. Well, unintentionally there, but that's okay. He can gain that track position up at some point. Every car that's on the track is on the lead lap, so even if he goes a lap down, he just needs one caution to get a free pass. So he has led a lot of laps today, and I'm sure he would like to see that continue, but you can definitely tell if we get a caution soon that he will be pitting whenever that caution comes. King Jackson, welcome to the stream. Look at that 3x3 from second on back. Who will be the one to take the lead away from Junior if they do so? 4 wide on the bottom, Matt Mills in the 5. Newcomer in this race. A lot of comers and goers, and you see there's about 4, 5, 6 cars back there that are slowly losing the draft just in case the big one happens when everybody is in this mess. And oh, looks like we got a little bit of a breakup mid-pack there as well. Half the pack pulling away from the other half down the back straightaway. There's a big single file line on the inside about halfway through the pack, right around 10th or so, from what it looks like. Top dozen, roughly, still 3x3. And Chastain's really loose, trying to get a push from the 47 of Joe Nemechek. 48 laps to go, and Junior staying out as long as he can before he has to pit. Black Ace, welcome to the stream. Again, this is the only Xfinity race at Talladega on the season. Ross Chastain's got a big run on the outside. Can he hold it in the center of the corner? He would have had more straightaway. He definitely would have gotten to the outside of Junior and had gotten to the lead. But once they got in the center of the corner, Vinnie Miller just kind of side drafted him enough. All the way to the top. Junior's not going to get all the way to the bottom, though. Matt Mills is there at the line. It'll be Mills leading the lap. Oh, Junior brushed the wall. Gets bounced around by Chastain and Miller now. They're 4 wide going into turn 1. Everybody trying to hold their lane. Nemechek just gets into the side of Junior all of a sudden. Junior is going to have to get to the bottom eventually. He's on the top. Can't pit this time. He was planning on staying out one more lap anyway. The Junior will come to pit road this next time by, and he's going to make sure that he gets to the bottom. Oh, man, he can't do it yet. 3 wide, and he's in that middle lane in between Ross Chastain, who is on his inside, and Vinnie Miller on the outside. Caution will fly. That'll make Junior's job a little easier. As Matt Mills leads, we get our 4th caution of the race, our first one in the final stage here. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming for Dale Jr. and his team. His 2nd pit stop of the day today. What a race. Haven't had a day off since last Wednesday. Yeah, I'm glad I finally had the weekend off to relax. When I came back from Talladega and that vacation, I had to work 8 out of 9 consecutive, or 8 out of 9 days in a stretch, and I usually don't work Saturdays. I had to work that first Saturday I came back. Kind of punishing me for being on vacation, I guess. I don't know. Even though I had vacation time to use. So I worked 8 out of 9 straight days, and I think 5 of those shifts were 12 hours, and then 3 of them were 10 hours. It was pretty rough. I really had no time to relax once I got home that day. Well, I got home that day, I got to relax, and that was it. I had to go back to work the next day. It was definitely a little harder than what I was expecting it to be, that's for sure. Probably the most tired I've been in a while. Just between trying to do this at night and all the traveling and all the work on top of it between that 2-week stretch. But I caught back up on sleep this weekend. I had a lot of it. So I'm refreshed. Oh man, 4 wide there. Junior got tight. A little contact and he couldn't get off a green. My goodness, how did they not wreck there? Still 3 and 4 wide. By the way, Dale Jr. went from 33rd to 17th. He about got clipped by the 6 car of David Starr, who now jumps in line behind him. Four wide. Again. Probably not the last time today either. And Junior's using these fresh tires to his advantage. He's got the car control. It's probably why he didn't wreck after all that contact. Jumps into that middle lane here with his nephew Jeffrey Earnhardt. Oh, tried to give him a shot. They're 4 wide in the tri-oval. It's going to narrow out going into turn 1. Everybody trying to hold their lane. David Starr out to help Junior now with the push. Sage Castillo, welcome to the stream. No problem there, Sage. I understand, and welcome back. Oh, big block. Joe Kraft Jr. still trying to go high above the block to miss it, and he almost put himself in the wall. Now Junior's got a big, big run to the back of the 8th and 9th place cars all of a sudden. Not a lot of places to go with it, but look at him just dissect this pack. I mean, they're 3 wide for the lead, and Junior, I don't know how he made it through there 3 wide up the middle like he is right now, and now he's going to get to the back bumper of Justin Haley trying to give him a shot, but he gets blocked off by Mike Harmon, who leads. Allgaier and Junior were giving Haley a big shot, trying to get Haley to go on the outside. Oh, no! Harmon went high to block it. Haley to the middle, Junior to the bottom, the 3 wide for the lead again. Off of turn 4. Haley leads. Eleven cars strong. Oh no, Cindric gets underneath Junior and Allgaier now. 3 and 4 wide into turn 1. We've already had 2 big ones today. David Starr's kind of followed Junior through the pack. Junior got the side draft on him, pulling him back. Big run, he's up to third, to the bottom underneath of Cindric. Now pulls him back with a side draft of his own. Haley goes high. It's going to break Junior's run out, perhaps. Junior trying to break between the 22 and the 11, and he couldn't do that either. And here comes Austin Hill. These two had a run in earlier in the race that caused the first big one back in stage 2. Haley leads the lap at the line, but Junior and Hill are coming on the bottom, followed by Gregson. Junior's going to get to the lead in the center of turns 1 and 2. What a day, what a race. Nobody can make it on field to the end. We had 3 cars pit under that last yellow. Anthony Alfredo, Dale Jr. Somebody else pitted as well. Oh, what a move by Gregson to get to the bottom. Austin Hill in that middle lane now. 3 by 3. We are approaching the top of the hour here tonight. Right around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We started this race really not that long ago. An hour and 15, hour 20 minutes ago or so. 37 laps left in the race. Only 4 cautions, but again, 2 big ones. One caused by bad blocking for the lead, which was on Junior midway through stage 2. And then on the last lap of the stage, another bad block. But it was role reversal. Junior kind of took out Austin Hill with the bad block the first time. You see Gregson getting to the bottom, a push from the 13. That'll get Gregson to the lead. But anyway, the second bad block was Vinnie Miller leading on Junior. He tried to block Junior on the outside, made contact with him, and instead it was Miller going around. And Junior narrowly missed him to the outside. Kind of clipping himself off of Junior's front bumper. Oh! Well, that's one way to get to second. Wasn't clean, but he got it. Junior Motorsports 1-2 at the front of the field. And now Gregson trying to block his boss. Not sure how this might work out, and I think Junior is just going to tandem with him down the back straightaway. Try to pull him away from this draft. On the outside, it's just a 2-car tango, and Junior's watching the bottom. Now remember, it was Nemechek on the bottom who he pulled down in front of before when they did this. Oh, Junior and Gregson both got in the wall. And because of that, Junior could not get in front of the 47. They're 3 wide for the lead. Gregson still leads the lap at the line. But it's Nemechek on the bottom trying to get around both the Junior Motorsport cars to his outside. Junior getting a shot now from Josh Bilicki in the 99. Down the back straightaway, Junior has the run on the outside, and he's able to get to the lead regardless. Strong move and a strong push as well. Haven't seen the outside work to get around the leader much today, but you have seen it here and there. Not as consistent as, say, the bottom. Lap 80 at the line. Man, 34 to go. We are flying through this thing tonight. And Ryan Sieg, second place, kind of pulling away from the rest of the pack here, along with Junior. Sieg won't stay near that double yellow line with Dale Jr. at the front of the field. I understand if he wants to just follow Dale Jr. at Talladega, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if it's time to go late in the race, I could see that being one thing. Joe Nemechek getting run on the outside. Junior holds him off, as well as Sieg back on the bottom. Oh, what a move by David Starr. He was in the second lane. That middle lane, then shot to the bottom underneath Sieg, and all of a sudden he's looking for the lead. currently battling for second. Look at that. Watch out in the middle. Briscoe pushing the 90 of Paccarella. Sieg went high. Now he gets Austin Hill behind him. It's fanning out, trying to find a line when they get into the corner. Almost waiting a little too long. Usually down the back straightaways when you see the most lane changing, and then they want to get into that position by the time they get into the corner, but not the case today. Seems like they're waiting until the very last second down the back straightaway, and that's usually when you see the accidents, but first big one came off I should say through the tri-oval, and then the second big one came off of turn 2. I've not seen turn 3 be as treacherous today as the other two areas of the track, like I mentioned, that we have seen the big one. Brandon Brown in the 68. Can he get the run? Junior, remember, won the first two stages of the race. We saw Blaney win both stages and the race and the Geico 500 in our Cup race yesterday, leading 104 of the 188 laps. Junior has led the most today while winning the first two stages. I mean, he has led a lot of laps. Not as many in stage 3 as what he might have led in the first two stages, or even towards the end of stage 2. Definitely got a lot harder for him to keep the lead than what it may have looked like back in stage 1, say, or even within this. But he has had 2 last lap passes in both the stages as well. So he's had to work for it still, even after leading all those laps. He wants the lead coming to the white flag this time. He does not want to have to make a pass on the last lap for a third time. The fact he's been able to do it twice is amazing. You can't count him out if he has to do it again, but at the same time, that is almost waiting a little too long. And with that caution that came out on the final lap last stage, who knows if he would have been even able to get around the 78. Oh man, Brandon Brown got up there. Oh, contact further back between the 90 and the 15. That stalls their momentum out. Brown almost cleared Junior. He tried to pull down in front of him. Junior gets some help from Justin Allgaier, his teammate behind him, and the Junior Motorsport cars work together to go 1-2 at Talladega. 29 laps to go this time by. Junior holds on to the lead. Look at him scrambling around for positions. Allgaier loses the bottom now. Matt Mills back in the picture. Led a couple laps in this, handful of laps really, in this final stage so far. Brent Cole and Shannon Grawl, welcome to the stream. And thanks for everybody that have either just tuned in for the first time tonight or stopped by to say hi and then had to go, or stopped by and then came back later, or have stayed throughout the course of the stream. Thanks. Comment section always makes it just as enjoyable as I try to make it with the realistic broadcast. And again, we do these on the daily with full race live streams for NASCAR video games. Obviously, mostly Heat 5, but we are working on a Thunder 04 series as well that we will get back into heavily starting next week. So subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as I start my broadcasting career. This is the first step into that with this channel, so help me grow it. Maybe we can get it done together someday. Brandon Jones trying to 4th lane on the outside. Now they're down to about 3 wide, at least by the time they got into 3. That was going to get tight if they didn't sort it out, but they sorted it out. And the top 3 or 4 are on the inside. And Alfredo had a run, moves high all the way to that 3rd lane, and now back down to the 2nd. And I thought he was going to go back to that bottom lane on the inside. Thought better of it, and now Matt Mills goes high. Fakes high, goes back low, and he ran out of real estate. Great block by Junior, but that allows Alfredo to get a little bit bigger of a run in the center of turns 1 and 2. Favorite all-time driver? So I grew up as a Greg Biffle fan. Obviously, I've been a Blaney fan now. I know it's more recent, and he's obviously newer, but I might have to lean more towards Blaney because there's some ties in there with that. Again, I'm a huge Ryan Blaney fan because it all started when I was a kid. I always rooted for Dale Blaney, who raced sprint cars locally in Northwest Ohio, in what is now Tony Stewart's All-Star Sprint Car Series. But before Tony Stewart owned it, he still raced, and that series races a lot locally in Northwest Ohio. And he's Ryan's uncle, and I always rooted for him. He was always my favorite driver growing up as a kid, and I rooted for Dave a small bit. From what I remember, obviously it was never in competitive equipment, so it was a little different there. But Ryan working his way up through the NASCAR ranks, I knew that he was going to be my favorite driver, and Biffle was at the end of his time then too, so I was like, oh yeah, for sure, 100% Ryan Blaney. And I feel like I'm more in as a Ryan Blaney fan than I feel like what I was a Greg Biffle fan growing up. And a lot of it has to do with probably traveling to races, because I never went to races when I was younger. I only got to see Greg Biffle race twice in person. That was once 2015 at Michigan in the August race, as Matt Mills takes the lead at the line here. But once then, and then I actually got the honor to see Biffle race one last time this year. He ran the truck race at Darlington, and by the time they let the gates open for the public for the Southern 500, the truck race was still going on. It ran a little bit later because they had some late race yellows, and I got to see 10 laps of Biffle run the truck race. Even though he was mid-pack, it was still kind of cool to see him race one last time, even if it was just 10 laps, because I had only gotten to do it one other time before that. Maury P, welcome to the stream. And again, thanks for everybody coming back. Dale Jr. is your favorite driver. Nice, nice. 25 laps to go. We get our 5th caution of the race and our final pit stops to come with it. They will not have to pit the rest of the race. Oh boy. Jesse Little's up to 2nd at the time of the yellow, by the way. Junior was in the lead. We'll have 22 laps to go to sort things out. And Junior might have been the only one to take tires there, at least the only one at the front. And it looks like Noah Gregson wins the race off pit road. Gregson will lead the field to the green. Junior's got fresh tires, so he'll have more grip. Speed's going to be equal. And here we go. 22 laps to sort it out, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen a couple big ones. Don't be surprised if we see a couple more. Hopefully we make it, back to the finish. Junior gets loose, getting up to speed. Oh my goodness. 4 wide to the outside. Junior didn't have a lot of help, but he had a heck of a restart. I don't know how he pulled that off. Now he gets to the 3rd lane, now to the 2nd lane by the time they get in to turns 3 and 4. I don't know how he made that move and carried the momentum that he did. And they're 4 wide again through 3 and 4 as he looks towards that 2nd lane. Oh, Alfredo got loose, never made contact with anybody, but he was close to getting into that right rear of Dale Jr. What a restart. And he's got David Starr right behind him, and as well, he's behind the 78. Sorry, that was actually Jesse Little that restarted in the lead, not Noah Gregson. And Little's on the outside trying to hang on and trying to side draft the 61 of Austin Hill to his inside. He is still there. Watch Daniel Hemrick on the bottom being pushed by the 44 of by Tommy Joe Martins, rather. And Junior to the outside trying to push Jesse Little as they try to work together to get this outside lane working. There's just not enough cars up here. And Austin Hill will easily take the lead off of turn 4. I think Alfredo rubbed the wall off of turn 4 there as well. Junior to the middle lane. Trying to maybe get the 4 of Little behind him, and he will all of a sudden. Austin Hill controlling the bottom. Junior's got a big run on the outside. On the back of Austin Hill off of turn 2. Junior's got a gigantic run. Hemrick trying to side draft off of him down the back straightaway, and that slows Junior's momentum back down again. And now he's behind his teammate. Look out for the two Junior Motorsport cars to maybe work together. We'll have 19 laps to go this time by. I'm not sure why Austin Hill pulled out of line there. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to give up the bottom. And the two 8 cars are now bumper to bumper. Junior pushing Hemrick. Trying to get him underneath the 61. And he goes to block. I don't know if he was fully clear or not. Hemrick's still trying to get under there. And now they look high instead. They're doing whatever they can to shake the 61, and now the 61 looks high. Martin's now to follow Junior. And they are finally going to work together as a team to get by Austin Hill. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh, and Junior hangs his teammate out. After pushing Hemrick to the lead briefly, Junior ducks low, but he couldn't clear him. Hemrick pulling him back with a side draft. Tommy Joe Martins locks bumpers now with the 8 car of Junior on the inside. And Junior will lead the lap at the line by inches. Another lead change, 18 to go. 18 laps left to decide the Moneylion 300. Martins lets go. Junior just able to clear his teammate on the outside. Junior's been very difficult to pass when he gets to the lead. Him and Austin Hill had a run in earlier. Hill's fighting that middle lane. Boy, he got tight getting off into 3. Almost got into the side of the 44 car. Noah Gregson's in the top 3. Cindric's back in the top 5. Gregson and Cindric look high. Balicki was in the way of Cindric. And now Balicki pushes the 9 car for the 9 to move back down in front of the, or behind the 44 rather. Look at Josh Williams in the 92. He has not led in a very long time. He started on the pole today. Don't count him out of it.
Got a car coming inside now.
Oh, God. All right, we're back. Caution. I'm repairing that damage. My controller disconnected. I don't know how we didn't DNF off of that. We are very fortunate we did not DNF. I will take fresh tires, but I will repair the damage. I don't know how I didn't DNF. Yeah, my controller disconnected. I may or may not have had it charged enough. Why do I do that so much? I swear I do that more than anybody else. I knew it was going to be close to the end of the race. We got close. We're good. We're good. Don't leave, everybody. Don't leave. We didn't DNF. I'm not even going to count that as a caution. Alright, so we've still had 5 cautions today. The only 2 drivers out of the race, Harrison Burton very early on at stage 1. Brought out the first caution of the race, and Cesar Baccarella who brought out the last caution. So green flag back in the air. Problem is Junior has to go from 34th to the lead. He's only got 14 laps to do it. It is not going to be easy, and he needs a good restart here too. He does not want to lose the draft at the back of the pack. I'm only repairing the damage again because the controller disconnected. I wasn't going to be at the be-all, end-all for the 5-second damage policy, but here comes Junior trying to get the restart. He needs to get a car behind him. Oh, man. Oh, wow, the one of Annette got loose. Oh, the 89 moved up, and Junior had no time to get out of the way, was staying in the gas. Luckily, Junior does have a car, too, behind him, and now he's back to the inside. So everybody on the track is on the lead lap here. 34 cars have a chance to win this race. Who is going to do it? And Junior's got to go. He's still in 31st with 13 to go. They're 4 wide at the back of the pack here. Precarious position, to say the least. Gets out of the gas, back down to the bottom. Ooh, Seed goes to the top, transfers lanes. Junior didn't follow him. Big gap in front of Junior here, but he's going to get a big run in the draft. Brandon Brown moves down. Junior gets under him as they're 3 wide off of turn 4. Can't pass below that double yellow line. Junior gets out of the gas, gives up the positions he just gained down there. And Ryan Seed was really pushing Brandon Brown really hard as well. Junior's not moving up as fast as he would like. He does not want to have to wait until the last second. He had a last lap pass to win stage 1, and then a last lap pass to win in stage 2. He might have to have a last lap pass to win the entire race as well. Still outside the top 20. We are coming to 11 laps to go this time by. Everybody's on equal tires. Well, for the most part. Actually, I think Junior does have a little bit fresher tires. No contact there at the 07 of Ray Black Jr. Pushing Brandon Jones on that bottom lane. He's going to follow him. And now squeaks underneath, slide through the tri-oval. Mid-pack. Haley up there, he's going to fade back quickly. So is Gregson. Sorry, that has the run on him, looks underneath him. No time to work together as a team here unless you're both at the front. Teammates, it's every man for themselves trying to get a win on a famed racetrack nonetheless. Nine laps to go. And Junior has cracked the top 10. Methodically working his way through the field. Big run on the back of Jesse Little. 3 wide to the bottom. Over 200 miles an hour. That's a lot for these Xfinity cars. They have less horsepower with these restrictor plates. Dale Jr. getting a huge run, is up to 4th. And he's got a big run on the 3rd place car here of Riley Herbst all of a sudden. And he goes high, taking that massive run. Fastest lap of the race that last time for trying to side draft the 93. Tucks in line in 3rd. He was still able to clear Riley Herbst. It is Jeremy Clements who leads this race. Big gap forming now between the 2nd and 3rd place cars. Will we see an upset winner here today at Talladega? Junior to the back bumper of the 93. The top 3 are pulling away. Howard gets underneath of Herbst. It's going to be tough to get a run with these 3 cars breaking away. How are these guys going to get around Clements now? 7 to go. Well, if they start racing with each other, I guess that's one way as Junior gets underneath of the 93 of McLaughlin for 2nd. And the 2nd and 3rd place cars started 35th and 36th in today's race. Both dropped to the rear at the start. And they are both in winning contention with not many laps remaining. Junior has a big run all by himself to the back of Clements. He is all over his back bumper, trying to get around him. Caution. With 7 laps to go, we get a caution. Our 6th of the race. And this will set up a restart with just 3 laps to go. Well, here we go again. Here we go again. We'll have 3 laps to go. Clements will actually have the inside lane. Junior's going to have a tough time restarting on the top side. Clements leads the field to the green. He's got the advantage in the bottom. The outside needs to stay as a cohesive unit. Junior quickly dropping right next to that 51 car. He's going to need to get all the side drafting ability he can, and he actually has the nose out in front going into turn number 1. The 93 moved off the bottom to go up with Junior. But now Balicki is pushing the 51 car. And that is going to get Clements to the lead. Now the 93 gets out of Dodge. And Clements goes high in front of Dale Jr., leaving the bottom open for Josh Balicki. They're side by side for the lead going into turn 3. And quickly they're 3 wide. That didn't take long. As we still get up to speed. It's going to be tough from the outside lane. Junior trying to push Jeremy Clements off of turn 4. Teamwork here. Can Clements side draft the 99? Oh, he goes high. Junior in the middle now. Balicki leads at the line with 2 laps to go at Talladega. Will they make it back to the checker? Or will we have a third big one? Now, if they get to the white flag again, the next flag could end the race from that point on. And Junior wants to get to the bottom. He needs help. Gregson, Jones are going to get down there. That's going to make Junior's job a lot tougher. He's got a big run to the back of the 9 car. Junior's going to back out of the gas to get to the bottom behind the 19. That is a big risk. He is in 6th place with less than a lap and a half to go. He's going to hang his teammate Gregson out to dry. Well, Gregson actually hung himself out to dry. Nobody wanted to help him. Can't blame him this late in the race. McLaughlin and Howard trying to work together on the outside. They've got a run on Balicki. McLaughlin leads at the line. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go at Talladega. They're side by side for the lead. Between Josh Balicki and CJ McLaughlin. Junior up to 3rd. Can he get a run? The outside is prevailing. Junior all the way to the bottom. They're 3 wide for the lead down the back straightaway. 3 wide for the lead at Talladega. With less than a half a lap to go. Junior and Balicki here side by side. Junior trying to get a last lap pass for the win. We saw him in the Cup race yesterday. They are door to door. And they are coming through the tri-oval. Junior trying to side draft him. He's not going to get it. Jones is coming on the bottom. Brandon Jones not going to get there. Josh Balicki wins at Talladega. Josh Balicki wins on a photo finish at the line for the 2nd day in a row. We have a photo finish, and this time it is Josh Balicki getting the win. Pulling off the upset on Brandon Jones. That contact, Junior pulled up the track to rub him. Almost costed both of them. Costed Junior. But for Balicki, he was still able to hold on by inches, by 12 one-thousandths of a second. Josh Balicki beats Brandon Jones. Chastain comes home 3rd. Junior falls back to 4th. Followed by Brandon Brown, CJ McLaughlin, Colby Howard, Josh Williams, Herbst, and Little round out the top 10. What a race. Wild. Wild race. And it came down to the final corner. They were 3 wide for the lead through 3 and 4 on the final lap. McLaughlin got hung out to dry. McLaughlin led at the white flag and finished 6th. Junior, who had a last lap pass to win stage 1, stage 2, could not do it again in stage 3. He came from about 4th place on the final lap, and he got up to the lead for a short, brief moment, had the nose out in front, and that was it. But kudos to Josh Balicki getting his first win of the season, and I believe that is his first career win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Junior still has a points lead that he will grow with the 2 stage wins today. 35 playoff points already on the season, might I add. Josh Balicki does have to finish in the top 20 to make the playoffs. He's 26th in points right now after that win today. So he will be battling hard to get to the top 20. He is 30 points behind Brandon Brown for 20th right now. So it's not impossible. So we'll see if Balicki can do it. He might need some help. But he's going to need every good run he can the rest of the season. Hopefully this win brings that team momentum, brings it more money financially that they can help themselves get into the playoffs. Dale Jr. had the fastest lap. They came in those last handful of laps. 48.522. 64 of the 113 laps led today by Jr. Over half the race. Most of that was in the first two stages, though. Cindric had the tough break. Finished 34th after starting 6th. Boy, he fell way back at the end of that race. And, of course, Jr. was on the move, finishing 4th after starting 35th. That was exciting. Indeed. Good race. And that was close. Haiti, welcome to the stream, by the way. I saw you popping in at the last lap there. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. It was a wild night of racing, a wild 2 days of racing at Talladega. 2 photo finishes. 2 last lap passes for the win. Unbelievable. And we had photo finishes and stages in both days, too. We swept the stages in both days. A couple photo finishes there and a couple last lap passes. Just a lot of great racing, a lot of lead changes in both races, too. It was hard to keep track of throughout the course, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content, such as these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast on the daily. And I will see you guys tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, roughly, is what we're going to be looking for tomorrow. So set your alarm clock for that one. We'll have Truck Series action at Dover. 3 straight days of Dover racing coming up. We'll have trucks tomorrow, Xfinity on Thursday, and Cup on Friday is what we're shooting for here. Good thing I didn't DNF. Indeed, with the controller dying, I'm glad we didn't, because we got to see the end of that race. That was exciting. Thanks for everybody tuning in. And again, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good rest of your night.